My name is Lainey Click, and I'm the president and founder of Clicking In. We appreciate your bravery in battling the tropical storm to get here today. We all know that the forecast was for a storm that was supposed to be a lot worse, and we're glad that there was just a little bit of rain, and that's it. For those of you who are new here, I'd like to mention that our forums have been going on since 2010. We're probably approaching 30 forums that we have done on leadership, entrepreneurialism, the arts, sciences, you name it, and if it's an interesting topic, we will probably find somebody who can talk about it. And today our speaker is Scott Simmons, who has an amazing background in journalism, antiques, and knows a lot about many, many things. And we'll be getting to Scott momentarily. I'd also like to recognize two journalists that are here. Another one is on her way. But these journalists have had amazing careers, and they're here to hear Scott as well. One is Marcia Kay, who has written many novels, has been involved in video and film, and all sorts of writing projects. And another one is Marilyn Willison, who is also with us today too. Marilyn was, among her different journalism exploits, Marilyn was with the LA Times, the London Observer, and has interviewed all sorts of international celebrities and stars. I would also like to mention Paulette Cooper, who is walking in, who is also a well-known journalist today too. So we appreciate the other journalists who have devoted their time and energy to this wonderful field. None of this would be possible without our team, and I'd like to personally thank my husband David Click, who is an estate planning attorney and an investment advisor. In terms of antiques and memorabilia, David has probably seen a huge amount of amazing stuff. Some really interesting and some questionable. Because oftentimes he has been left with estates where people do not have family, or the family does not want to come down and go through it, and we have had our share of experiences like that. All very interesting though. I would also like to thank Walter Smith, who is our IT person, Larry Smith, who is our videographer, Jim Green, our photographer, Julia Nell, who is at the check-in, Chris Chillingworth, and Tracy Schmiel. We do have updates that we'd like to share with you about Clicking In. We are doing new adventures in social media, and for that I'm going to have Walter Smith tell you what we're doing over here so that it's easily understandable. Here's Walter. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Due to several requests for copies of video, what we've done this year is we have put the videos on DVDs and flash drives. So if you missed an event, or you were at an event and you wanted to get a copy of that forum, we have them for sale for $12.95 today. If you would like to pre-order today's event, it is on sale today only for $9.95. Also, we do photo collages that are professionally printed collages. Everybody is on the collage. So if you would like to get a copy of those are on sale again today for $4.95 each. So with that, I will get back to Lainey. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like to thank our sponsor, Florida Weekly, for helping us out today. And we are fortunate to have part of the staff from Florida Weekly here. I would like to introduce you all to Barbara Schaefer, who not only is the publisher of Florida Weekly, but she is a triathlete and a marathon runner. So we're going to hear from Barbara right now. Here's Barbara.
I know you're all anxious to hear Scott, so this will be brief. I started with Florida Weekly for the first edition 6 years ago, for the Palm Beach Gardens and Jupiter edition. I've recently returned as publisher of the East Coast of Florida editions after being in North Carolina for about 1.5 years taking care of some family matters. Florida Weekly's corporate office is in Fort Myers. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. And we publish papers in Palm Beach Gardens and Jupiter, Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, Charlotte County, Bonita Springs, and we recently added Key West. All the editions are available to read online if you wanted to look at any of the other editions at floridaweekly.com. I myself have been in marketing for over 35 years. I know, it's hard to believe. I've sold advertising in almost every type of media. Started way back when with Yellow Pages, which you probably remember those. That's where I got my start, believe it or not. When they used to when color just came out in the Yellow Pages. They started with red. That's when I started selling advertising. I've also sold television, radio, magazines, and newspapers, so I've dabbled in a little bit of everything. I've worked in Ohio, Manhattan, Connecticut, North Carolina, and Florida. Currently as publisher, I'm responsible for overseeing the sales staff and working with Scott, our editor, to produce a regional news and entertainment publication designed to fit into the lives of today's mobile and active readers. Rather than competing in the breaking news space, we focus on forward-thinking, in-depth reporting in communities we serve on a wide variety of topics you simply can't find elsewhere. Therefore, we're able to capture an active, mobile reader who is really engaged with the content of the newspaper and more likely to frequent our customers and buy their goods and services. One of the things we do best at Florida Weekly is target the consumer on a broad array of platforms. This includes not only print, but web, tablet, mobile, social media, with consumers who are deeply engaged. These consumers also seek us out in the community as a leading, trusted source of news and information. Thanks to Scott. We've designed our content around them every single week. Now, my day-to-day activities are primarily about the sales and helping the sales team do the best they can each and every day. I'm a selling publisher as well, so I handle a book of business myself, and I also prospect for new business. I truly believe it's best to say, do as I do, not just as I say. I attend my community and charity events to show support and keep in tune with the pulse and any changes in the market. When I'm not working, I am a triathlete and marathon runner. I'm a competitive swimmer from when I was really little as a kid, and started running when I was in my middle to late 30s when I had 2 small children, which gives you a good reason to start running. That's why I waited. My running career has more than anything been mental health for me. Keeps me as sane as I can be. I've completed at least a dozen marathons, numerous triathlons, and a half Ironman this past April. I believe that running and competing has helped my career succeed immensely. It's a great way to help with the daily stresses of life and teaches you many things. There's a quote from a philosopher, Noel Carroll, that to me is what it's all about. Running is the classical road to self-consciousness, self-awareness, and self-reliance. Independence is the outstanding characteristic of the runner. He learns harsh reality of his physical and mental limitations when he runs. He learns that personal commitment, sacrifice, and determination are his only means to betterment. Runners only get promoted through self-conquest. Thank you.
Well, this was very motivating to hear from Barbara. I think we all need to think that, or start thinking about running during the summer and get back into shape and
inside
stress out.
treadmill.
I'd also like to call on Lizette Arias from Florida Weekly to tell us what she does, because I've worked with her several times with the North Palm Beach Cultural Alliance on a giant ad, and I've also worked with her on promoting this event. So Lizette, share with us what you do.
Oh my, thank you ladies, this is unexpected. So I work with Barbara, and I've been with Florida Weekly going on 2 years, and I cover Tequesta, basically to Lake Worth is where our 2 papers encompass that area. And so we're actively out there talking to people that own businesses of all sorts. Just like Lainey placed some ads, I'm sitting with some ladies that saw the ads in Florida Weekly and joined the event today because of that. And that's the reward that we get is people. Florida Weekly is really well received in the community, as you guys probably know, and so it's wonderful to be out there representing such a great paper. So it makes our job kind of easy, you know, people know it and love it. And personally, I'm a business owner with my husband. We have a boutique on Singer Island. It's a coffee bar and boutique. It's been open almost a year. And I show horses competitively and breed horses as a hobby. So that's a little bit about me. And if there's any questions you guys have about Florida Weekly, if you've got a business that you want to know more about advertising, we're happy to help. Or if there's just something that you want us to ever pass on to our editorial staff, you know, I'll give you my card. I have some with me. All right. Thank you very much.